Welcome to another episode of Ring Walk Boxing Podcast. I am Bean, and today we have a very special guest. I have the privilege to have Coach Breadman in the house here at Ring Walk Boxing Podcast.
How you doing, bro?
And what's up to everybody, y'all, in the
How y'all doing?
Facebook group chats and everywhere, Twitter. Um, Come and show your support. And when you come, please hit the thumbs up as you enter. All right, sir. For those who don't know who you are, um, where are you from?
Philadelphia, PA.
Philly in the house, y'all. So we
Yeah.
got Philly in the house, y'all, and shout outs to everybody here in the Cincinnati, Ohio, and metro area here. Um, so the James Schuler Memorial Boxing Gym, what's
hmm
that mean to you?
it's the gym where I train my fighters, so it's pretty much my home gym here in Philly. So yeah, and James Schuler was a legend in Philadelphia. He passed away after his fight with Tommy Hearns many years ago, and I'm real cool with his brothers. He got two brothers, Marty and Daryl. So you know, yeah, he
Okay.
definitely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So for everybody tuning in, that will be tuning in, he just getting you up to speed on what's going on in Philly. Um, so when and how did you meet Caleb Plant?
Uh, I met Caleb way before I started training him. Him and Julian Williams were both signed to Al Heyman, so we would be on the same cards, and we just had built a relationship from there.
Okay, okay. Yeah, he's one of my personal favorite boxers, man. I just like his style. I like his charisma.
He's a
Um,
heck of a fighter, man. He's a
yeah,
heck of a
definitely
fighter.
heck of a fighter.
Yeah.
So big shout outs to Caleb Plant. Um, what was your favorite Caleb Plant fight in particular?
Uh, you know, we worked 4 fights together. Anthony Durrell, David Benavidez, Trevor McCumbee, and Armando Resendez. I loved all 3 of the fights. To be honest, the first 3 fights, Durrell, that's probably the best knockout I've seen in a very long time. Benavidez, his performance against Benavidez is aging well. You know what I mean? Because Benavidez is turning out to be such a great fighter and a Hall of Famer. And McCumbee, we made an adjustment in the fight where we took McCumbee on the inside, and are not used to seeing Caleb fight like that. So he was able to take him on the inside and get a nice stoppage in a real hard fight where he got hurt early. So I don't like the Resendez performance, but all 3 of those fights was awesome. If I had to pick one, probably would be the McCumbee fight though.
Okay, okay. That's what's up, man. Um, Now what is your perspective on the return of Errol Spence?
Um, I wish him the best, man. I think he looks to be in good shape. He looks to like be really motivated for this fight. He looks to I think he's gonna win. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's gonna be easy because he has to travel over there, and Zoo's gonna be very prideful in his hometown. But I think I like Earl to win the fight by late stoppage and a good fight. For a good fight.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of Earl Spence.
Yes, sir, for sure. Definitely. I am too, man. Definitely I definitely rock with Errol Spence. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up as you come in. All right. All right. So me in particular, I was thinking like, okay, Jermell Charlo have been out the ring for a while, and with him being out the ring, kind of like in the same fashion that Errol Spence was out the ring, roughly about 3 years. I personally thought that would have been a perfect matchup. Two guys, that was kind of, not saying that they hadn't been training, but they hadn't been having actual fights, in between that time. What do you think about that? If I mean, hypothetically, if it would have
Uh,
happened,
I think it's a big fight in Texas, and they seem like that they both want to fight each other now. So I think there's a big backstory about the fight because Earl is training with Ronnie Shields, and Ronnie Shields used to train Jamel Charlo. Earl and Jamel were once stablemates with Derek James, so they have a backstory. I think it's a big Texas fight, and we got to see if they can make it. But Earl has to get past Tim Zoo first.
for sure, yes, sir, most definitely. And I personally, I think he will. I think Earl's going to weather the storm. I like the energy I see um, from Ronnie Shields. He said, "We're not going to be running around that ring. We're going to stand there in the pocket and go in." So it sounds like it's going to be one of those entertaining fights.
I think it's going to be no other way.
For
Earl's
sure.
not going to play with him,
Right,
and
right.
I think Zoo's a guy who's probably lacking a little confidence. Got to remember he quit against Fundora, so
Mm,
Earl got to keep his confidence down and step to him. So I think it's going to be a good fight. But I like Earl. I think Earl's a mean dude. He's mean. And the difference between Earl and Zoo is that when Zoo was in his moment where the night wasn't going good, he stopped and said, "That's it." Where Earl, when his night wasn't going good against Crawford, he kept fighting, he kept pushing, he was pushing through. So if and when it comes to that, I like Earl to just be a little bit more meaner, a little bit more doggish, willing to go through a little bit more. He's a humble guy and he talks with the country drawl, but he's a mean dude. He wants to hurt you. I know that for a fact. He came up here in Philly and he got a mean disposition when it comes down to boxing and sparring. So I'm not saying the fight is going to be a cakewalk, but I like Earl in the fight. I think he's a little bit too much on the inside technically, and his heart for Timzo.
okay. All right. Shout outs to Greg Abernathy. You said Breadman have some of the best breakdowns to fights. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shout outs to Wayne Smout in the UK. What's up, mate? Thanks for coming through, showing your support. Cousin Rico, Lincoln Heights, Ohio. What's up, Zone 15? What's going on, Rico? Everybody hit the thumbs up, please. For the algorithm, hit thumbs up while you're here, or if you come later on, hit the thumbs up. Okay, so here we're going to have pretty soon Lamont Roach Jr. off the back of two draws with Tank and, of course, Pitbull Cruz. What is your prediction for Lamont Roach Jr. versus William Zepeda August the 1st?
Man, I don't know. That's a very tough fight because Lamont has the kind of style where he can give anybody a tough night, but he also don't really have the ability to pull away and separate himself. So I see another close, tough fight, to be honest with you. Hope he don't get three draws in a row, but I think it's going to be one of those really tough fights. So I don't know, man. But I really like Lamont and his dad. And I know draws is not it's not the same as a loss, but definitely not the same as a win either.
Right.
So, hopefully it's a definitive winner. But Lamont's tough. He got a good chin, he got good boxing ability, he got good things got going for him. He just, those are just tough fights, man. He got a case for winning both of them though. Tough.
True. Yeah.
But the is not gonna be easy because he throws a lot of punches. Throws a lot of punches and he's real busy. So we gotta just see. I think it's gonna be a good fight though.
I do too. Yes, sir, for sure. Okay. So next weekend, I got a couple of my. Well, I mean, I know it's people from everywhere, but as far as my friends in Cincinnati, a couple of my partners are going up to Cleveland, a few hours up north, for the Abdullah Mason. Well, it was Abdullah, of course, versus Joe Cordina at first, but then he had a visa issue because of a situation that happened in, I believe, in Wales or somewhere. So now they got another Ohio player in the game, Albert Bell. What do you think about Albert Bell versus Abdullah Mason?
Uh, I think Albert Bell's been overlooked for a very long time, man. There's no way he should have been undefeated this long and just getting a title shot. My God, it's been so many years. Um, Sometimes, man, when you are like sitting around that long, I'm not saying he's been totally inactive, but not getting certain things, you could lose something. I haven't seen him fight in so long. I remember when he beat Andy Vincent back in the day. Albert Bell's a really good all around fighter, but I just don't know if it like messed him up to just kind of just be like sitting in the same spot for like I'm gonna guess like 5, 6, 7 years. It's been crazy. Um, I think if you twisted my arm, Abdullah Mason being the A side in his youth and being like the guy that's gonna be like Albert Bell's more of a technician, where Abdullah Mason is more of an explosive boxer puncher. I think that the judges will favor what Abdullah Mason is doing. So I think Abdullah Mason has the edge. But I do think it's a tough fight. And I respect Abdullah Mason for even taking this kind of fight. I really do. Like taking a fight like this is not easy. Like, like this is Albert Bell can be a spoiler. But
Yeah, yeah.
if you ask me, I'm gonna say I like Mason by decision.
Okay, okay. All right, y'all. So Mason by decision is what coach's prediction is. Um, I'm so torn in between. I mean, I'm from Cincinnati, so I'm down south. So I'm not in the city of Toledo or Cleveland, so I'm right down the middle. I'm neutral with it. Uh, Being that they're both from Ohio, the state I'm in, I kind of hated that it kind of went the way it did. But I figured at some point they're gonna have to get it on. So why not now? Why not now? These guys are young bulls. Mason the champ. So and he's gonna be in Cleveland. He's gonna have to hold it down at home. He's gonna have to hold it down. Um,
Well, that's smart matchmaking. You and the Toledo crowd going to drive in, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. They're gonna all be rooting, and when you get regional rivalries, it's always good because you get a big crowd, and a live gate generates some money. It is a business, so I get it. But it's a tough fight. Abdullah Mason deserves a lot of credit for taking a tricky guy like Albert Bell. But maybe they sparred before being from the same state. Maybe Abdullah Mason is confident that he could whatever he did in sparring, he could do in the real fight. So we just have to see how they match up.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right. So as far as last night, oh man, I was really satisfied. Big shout outs to my Cuzzo, Cam J Network. Shout outs to Cuzzo. Um, so what do you feel about the recap of Jerron Boots Ennis from your city, from Philly, versus um I'm having a mind blank. Boots Ennis and Zayas, Xander
Xander,
Zayas.
I thought it was a tremendous fight, but I thought it was one way. I just thought Xander was being competitive, but Boots was getting the better of most of the moments. Besides the moment where he got hit and got a little bit buzzed, I thought he was getting the better. Boots was getting the better of the moments. Thought it was exciting though. Young guys fight hard. Young guys with something to prove fight hard. I thought Boots did his thing. I know he's gonna get some criticism about his defense and things like that, but he handled the moment when he got buzzed. He got a good chin. He got good heart, big heart. He had the ability to come through in the clutch when he needed it, and he didn't let him getting caught with a shot bother him too much. I thought Xander showed his chops. He did the best he could. He just was a little bit overmatched, and They both gonna move on from here. Maybe Xander could go to 160 and win a world title. Maybe Boots, could get a shot at unifying at 154. Hopefully he can.
Yes, sir, for sure. Um, so back in the day when J Rock had got those straps from Jerry Hurd back in the day, um, what was your what was going through your mind at the time?
What do you mean during the fight, or
Yeah, after the
what
fight
do you mean going through my mind?
when he won.
I mean, I was happy, man. It's just
Yeah, I can
winning a
see
world
it.
title, man. It was a
Yeah, I can
long,
see the way he went
it was a
down
long
and you kind
road.
of, what I'm saying, embraced him. Yeah.
It was a lot of years of hard work, man. He been through a lot. Julian almost quit boxing because
Mm.
his career wasn't going the way he thought it was going to go. He was going to go to college and go to community college and just say forget it. And I had to like tell him, no, don't do that. You're undefeated prospect. It'll work itself out. So people don't know the things that, and we've been through a lot. And the Hurt fight was after the Charlo fight, so he got clipped by Charlo, and people kind of wrote him off going into the Hurt fight. So it was a tremendous effort against a tremendous champion in his hometown. Fight nobody thought he could win. So whatever you saw in emotions, that was a lot of years coming out of me, man. I was just happy. I can't tell you everything I was thinking at the time, but it was just a happy feeling. We had got over the hump and accomplished a lifelong dream.
That's what's up, man. Definitely, man. That's what's up. All right, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about Ben Whitaker because he's kind of been pretty hot out there in the light heavyweight division, and he just had his debut yesterday on that undercard of Boots versus Xander Zayas. What do you think about when you assess um, him? I know he's flashy, but I mean, as far as his actual boxing tactics, aside of his
Um,
flashiness.
um, Ben Whitaker's a good fighter. We just got to just see how he progresses. You never know. The opponent was a little bit overmatched, so it's hard to tell when the opponent is overmatched. You know, um, he caught him early, and then the referee kind of jumped in. Those kind of fights is hard to assess, but you can see the talent, and you can see that Andy Lee's a great coach. It's just a matter of we got to just see Whitaker in with a little bit better guys, and as time goes on, Tom tells all, man. Tom tells you everything you want to know about any fighter. Tom tells. So we just got to see. But he has the physical tools. We just got to see. I think he's going to be a player at light heavyweight, though.
Yes, sir, for sure. Yeah, that's what I feel, man. I like him. And like you say, fight by fight, we'll see his progression. He definitely passes the eye test, and I love that his quick twitch and his reflexes. How Popeye came in, he caught him with that check left hook so fast. He didn't know. He didn't expect for that to come. He ran right into
I
it.
didn't like the stoppage, though, but it was a good shot.
Hmm. Yes, sir, for sure. Um, all right. So in the heavyweight division, a fight I'm not necessarily crazy about. I am a fan of Anthony Joshua over in the UK. He'll fight Christian Pringa, that kickboxer. Um, but it's supposed to set up the fight for AJ versus Fury. That I've been clamoring to see it for a long time because, like I say, I'm an AJ fan myself. I want to see that,
Mhm.
man. AJ versus Fury.
Um, they better hurry up and fight. They're running out of time. They've been around each other for a long time, man. And what happens is when you let these fights simmer too much, they lose some of their steam. And
Right.
in the same country in the same weight division at the top of the heavyweight division for a long time, and they haven't fought. So I think they need to fight within the next 6 to 8 months.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Definitely got to make that one happen, man. Um. So as far as in the women's division, the women's fighting, a fight that me and my cousin talk about, Cam J. He's down in the live in the chat. We talk about Carolyn Dubois and Alicia Bumgarner. Although
Mm,
one is 30, one is 35. But I think that's a fight that just has to happen at some point.
that's a great fight.
Yes.
I know. Alicia Baumgartner's from Ohio, right?
Yeah, she's from Ohio, but I think she had relocated to Detroit. So yeah, she's from
Okay.
a small town in Ohio.
It's a great fight. Great. I like uh, the Bulls is probably a little more athletic, a little bigger, but I think Baumgartner might be a little bit better technically. You know, so we just got to see. Hopefully they fight.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Because I know they were talking about the, I believe she might be from Turkey, Leaf Turhan, and I was telling people like she has power, but she's not very controlled. I like fighters that can be, um, they can turn up, but they can also have some type of level of control. Like it's like she's just out there winging punches and being wild. It's like it's kind of like
Who you talking about?
Leaf Turhan. She just fought, I think, a few weeks ago. I
I
don't,
don't. I'm not familiar with her.
yeah, I don't think she's very well. She's not as well known, but I have to send you a video of her. But she's not very technically sound, so she kind of reminds me of a female version of Richard Torres. I feel like you got power, but I think he's going to be a little reckless. So I just knew if he fought the right guy, as he did with Sanchez, and got him up out of there.
Well, yeah, yeah. I'm not. I don't know. I don't want to act like I'm a women's boxing expert.
Mhm.
I know a lot of the women at the top of the level, but like the girls that are coming up, I probably don't know all of them.
Yes, sir. I understand. Because I'm the same way. I'm learning all the time. I know Clarissa Shields is having an upcoming fight with a opponent
Mhm.
from, I believe she's Australian, and that's going to be down in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm like, the
Mm,
lady she's fighting, I don't know a whole lot about her. I'm just like, but I know like in that, I mean, by her moving up like she is, all the smoke is in the smaller division. So really, she's not going to find anybody where she's at that's going to really, to me, be on a even playing field as far as skills and stuff like that. But I mean, hey, shout outs to her. She's doing her thing. So we'll just see what happens after that fight or whatever.
hmm
Any other fights that you're in particular looking forward to coming up?
Um, I just want to. I mean, I'm curious to see who Devin Haney is going to fight. There's been talks to him versus Keyshawn and first.
Yeah, yeah. Because I was wondering what he was going to do because I know we hear in the airways a potential fight with Rolly Romero. Now I see that they're saying Rolly Romero might be fighting Teofimo Lopez. I think I seen him on Ring
Hmm
Magazine, so I try to follow Ring Magazine and different stuff to stay on top of it.
hmm
A lot of people think Teofimo wins that pretty easy, but I don't think Rolly's a pushover like they think he is. I think people just think he's this guy with power, but I think he has
No,
a
he's
little bit more.
awkward. He's awkward. He could do some things. He beat Ryan, so we got to see.
Hmm.
We got to see.
But when you say he's awkward, you don't mean like your one boy, what was the one that fought Frank Martin, and then he just fought the rematch with Keyshawn. Not here, all right.
Um,
They have a different style of
those
awkwardness.
they got different kind of style.
Mhm. Yes, sir. Hit the like button, y'all. Mike Ware, you said Rolly has a puncher's chance. Hey, hey, you say that, but I think he has more than a puncher's chance, man. I do. I don't see him
Um,
as just a. I mean, he has the power, but I think he can do more than that.
listen, Rolly was outboxing Ryan Garcia for 12 rounds, and Rolly was winning against Tank. People forget that. Rolly Rolly got some stuff with him. He's just not like technically like pleasing to look at, but he got some stuff with him that could kind of like throw somebody off. So Um, I think he gives Teofimo a very tough fight, even though Teofimo is the more talented fighter.
Interesting. Shout outs to Cam J. Cam J, you said Rolly versus Tio, great fight. Cam J, you said they said Rolly versus Tio locked for August 22nd. Okay,
Hmm.
so that's what's up, man. We got
If
some.
it is, they got to start training camp right away.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
And make sure I'm not missing anything. So okay, so with the win over Xander Zayas, I know I seen Eddie Hearn had an interview. He said there is a rematch clause. Now whether or not Xander goes for an immediate rematch, he might want to get those straps right back. But if he doesn't go that route and doesn't fight Ennis next, do you think Ennis should go for Josh Kelly first for the IBF and then go for Sebastian Fedor?
I think that Ennis needs to take the biggest and best available fight to him when he's ready to get back in the ring.
Okay.
Period. No matter who that is, he needs another big fight. He needs to capitalize on the momentum of this big win. And the last thing he needs to do is to sit out or fight a no name guy. He needs another big fight.
Okay. Okay. I love it, man. I love it. And speaking of speaking of Jerron Boots Ennis, Virgil went on Twitter to say, "Yeah, I'm sleeping, Jerron." I think he got a little bit carried away, thinking that he saw some, saw him get caught a couple times like that, and thinking like, "Hey, I
Um,
don't see it that way. I don't see it
um, he has to fight him first.
right."
Mhm.
Absolutely.
So he has to fight him first. But we got to see. He has to fight him first. I'm not going to give a guy credit for talking about something that he could just go out and do. They were scheduled to fight. So get back in the ring. And if you say you could sleep him, then go fight him.
That's well said. Cam J, you said T.O. first fight at 147. Rolly filled into the 147 weight class. I don't know about T.O. with inconsistent performances in the past. I edge Rolly right now.
I can see that. I can definitely see that.
And to your point about him taking the biggest fight, Cam J says Bozzy Ennis said they want Fedor next. So I think that's what they're going to push
That's a
for.
that's a great fight.
I mean,
That's a
that's a
great fight.
really interesting for sure.
Hmm.
But Fedor, just his length and his size and his, yeah, he
That's a
definitely,
great fight.
yeah, that's gonna be crazy, man.
That's a
That's gonna
great
do
fight.
great though. That's gonna do great. I don't know where they're gonna have it at, but that's gonna do great. That's gonna go. That's gonna go big there. Okay. I think one of my last one or two topics is Usyk vacates those belts. So now Usyk, the belts are going everywhere in the heavyweight division. So now I think Ajit Cabiel will be the WBC champ. Uh, Daniel Dubois is the WBO champ, and the WBA regular champ is Murray Gassiev, and the IBF is Frank Sanchez. So I guess that kind of helps at least for us to kind of see how things are kind of going to be going in the heavyweight division with Usyk kind of being out the mix of it.
Um, I respect Usyk for not holding up the belts, but I would have liked to see him fight Caballero or Moses and
Oh
Tomlin
yeah,
before he retired.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We wanted to see that for sure. Yeah,
Hmm.
definitely wanted to see it, man. I was hoping he would just go ahead and fight him. As his farewell fight, fight him, and whatever happened happened. But yeah, unfortunately, it didn't go the way I wanted. Now I'm a big fan of Tank Davis, and I've been following the IG, and I've seen Jose Benavidez Senior say that Tank is going to be training with him.
Mm.
You think that's a
Well,
good look?
I don't know. We got to see, man.
Yeah,
I know Jose Benavidez is a great trainer. He did good with his son, but we got to see him and Tank meshed.
right. Absolutely, definitely, definitely. Yeah, I think there's certain things maybe with the punch volume, and I know Tank kind of is a very very patient fighter, but I think Tank never really gets credit on the. I mean, people act like just because Tank is a power puncher, they make it seem like he's a plotter. I'm like, dude does not have some feet at all. Y'all act like Tank is stuck
No,
in the mud.
no. What he tries to like. He actually has good feet. What he tries to do is like set you up, make you open up, and clip you with a big shot. That's kind of what he tries away from his gifts. You don't know. We just have to see. Tank a hell of a fighter. People don't like him for whatever their reasons are, but he's a super talented guy.
Absolutely, man. I definitely agree. KMJ, you said Josh Kelly versus Ag Yarko, July 25th on the AJ versus Pringa card. Hopefully he wins. Then Eddie can make the unification as well. Okay, I'm about to chop it up with you on that, cuzzo. I'm not too privy to the guy that Josh Kelly is going to fight, so I'm gonna have to do my research on that. KMJ, you said I definitely wanted to see Usyk versus Kabiel. Absolutely, man. All right. The last guy I want to talk about is out of the UK as well in the heavyweight division. Moses and Tuma. He seems to be the goods from what I can see, but a lot of people still want to see him step up a little more. It's just the way boxing is. We want a little bit more, a little bit more expectations.
I think he's the goods. I think he might be the best heavyweight in the world. He just haven't had a chance to prove it. And I
Mm,
always thought that he would have gave Usyk a tough fight, but he won't have a chance to do it. I like Moses and Tama.
I do too. I mean, especially considering that he went behind AJ and Dillian White and was able to stop Jermaine Franklin, who has a good chin. He has a good chin, and he was able to stop him. So I'm like, okay, his power is real. His timing, his
Hmm.
speed, the fact he's a southpaw. He moves good for that type of size. So yeah, and now I think he's going to look really good when he fights the guy that always talks a lot of junk, talks a lot of smack, uh, Philip Herkovic. So that's the fight that's going to happen next, and I feel like he's going to maybe stop Herkovic late.
Uh,
Grind him down, and then stop him.
Otama got something, man. He got something. And I mean, anybody could be clipped. It's heavyweight, so they get hurt. They big guys, but he's good. He's real good, man. It's gonna take a lot to beat him.
All right. Also, I saw your channel earlier, so I subscribed because I woke up. That's all I do is I get on my YouTube and I seen you, so I subscribed instantly or whatever. Can you let the ladies and gentlemen know where to find you? social media and
Um,
YouTube?
uh, I do a mailbag Substack for the Good Fight 12 now, and that's the same YouTube channel I believe is the Good Fight. And also you can find me at the Breadman boxing on Twitter.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we had a really, really good show. Appreciate everybody who came and showed y'all support. Cam J, Rico, Greg, Wayne, Mike Ware. I appreciate all of y'all, man, for sure. Mag Life, you said Boots is him, but he's no Tank. I mean, different styles though, Mag. In my opinion, definitely different styles. Um, Tank is the knockout artist. Boots is a boxer puncher. So I definitely see like two different styles with them. And Boots has respect for Tank. He said it in the interview. Hey, I feel like Tank has good boxing skills, and things like that. So Boots gave Tank his props. Greg Abernathy, you said Moses' speed is a difference for me. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, he's got that speed. He can move. Yeah, he's gonna put it on Philip Perkovic, just like Daniel Dubois did. Just put it on him.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, boss man. I appreciate your time, man.
All right, bro. Thanks for
This was an
having me.
awesome show for sure, man.
Yep.
I'd love to have you back in the future if you have time, and
Yep.
talk about some fights, other recaps as they move along.
Yep. 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 Appreciate you having me.
Yes, sir. Have a blessed one.
All right.
All right, peace. Mag, you said yeah, but I see a lot of hate for Tank and a lot of excuses for the rest. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to that, man, it kind of is what it is, man. But hey, I'm just hoping that we get to see Tank versus Shakur. Some people feel like Tank versus Shakur is gonna never happen. Um, potentially Tank versus Devin Haney, but they're not in the same weight class. But I don't know. We'll just see how everything starts to unfold. Everybody that's here, make sure you please hit that thumbs up, y'all. And like I said, I want to say thanks to everybody who was here. Um, we had a very, very good interview tonight with Coach Breadman. Gave us some great breakdowns. And I'll be here every Sunday, same time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the USA. Every Sunday. And if you want to support the channel, I got merch, got the hats and the tees and the hoodies. If you're somewhere where it's cold, we got the hoodies. Online store, the link tree should be under the info and description area on YouTube. If you follow me on Facebook or my social medias, there's a link tree. Uh, if you actually connect with me on Twitter, IG, or Facebook, and you want merch, send me a message. I'll send you the online store link. And the store does everything. They ship it out worldwide, international, anywhere. So I hope you all have a good Sunday wherever you are in the world. I know Wayne, you're over in the UK. All of my people here in Cincinnati. Mag, I appreciate you, bro. Where are you from, Mag? And also for those who follow me on Facebook, I am going to post the link for Coach Breadman for his YouTube, so y'all can check him out and show him some support. So we'll be back here next week, same time, same place. Everyone be safe, and I will catch you all on the next round. Peace.